here we go. Here we go now. I have got, so I'm not actually a fan of M&M's, the candy. Like, I would give it on a rating out of 10, maybe like a 2 to 4. That's just my taste. I think the only ones I've ever kind of like really liked are the minis. And I was at the store yesterday and they had a different one. I don't know if I've seen it before or not, or if I have, it's been a while. And I was like, you know, I do try them, or I do try the different flavors because I don't really like it. So I'm like, well, maybe I'll like something different than like the standard M&M. So this Sweet Eats is M&M's Chocolate Candies Crunchy Cookie. And so I'm going to try this out. One package is 180 calories, 7 grams of fat. It's got 2% daily iron, 4% daily calcium. I'm going to try this out for this Sweet Eats. So there's chocolate kind of coating, the outer shell, the chocolate, and then in the center is a little bit of cookie. They almost look like Skittles. Like they're not as flat. They're not as much of a UFO as the standard M&M's. My sister loved M&M's. I didn't. That was one of those things where, like, we both liked Pizza Hut and Domino's, but she favored Domino's and I favored Pizza Hut. And then there was some stuff where, like, she loved them and I was just like, no. One was M&M's. Another was Snickers. I don't like Snickers. Like the candy bar. Like whatsoever. I like Milky Way. Not Snickers. And then the other one, the Warheads candy. They're like a sour candy and have like a scale of sourness. She loved those. I couldn't ever get into them. I do like the cookie inside. These are better than like the standard original M&M's for me and my taste buds. And the price for this bag, I wrote it down so I didn't forget. $1.79. I do remember a day when to get 3 candy bars for $1, there'd be sales for 3 candy bars for $1. So $1.79, like based on my life, and that was like when I was a teenager. So, you know, 10 to 15 years ago, candy bars used to be 3 for $1. Or that was $1.79. But that was like on sale, 3 for $1. But still. No. No longer the good old days on prices. Although it's probably good. I eat less candy because of it. Do they taste different based on color? Do colored dyes really taste different? Not for my palate. At least these days. That one has more cookie. That's a good balance. The cookie actually comes through flavor-wise. So I'm happy with that. They're still kind of hard on my teeth. Fortunately, my hands are dry and it's not too hot. When it's wet and hot, the outer coating will start to rub off on my fingers. So it chose the right climate to eat this in, so to speak. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. I don't, for whatever reason, my palate, taste buds stuff, it's still a weird candy for me in that it's like the taste buds get piqued but then don't get satisfied. And for me, satisfaction is part of the enjoyment of eating. And so it doesn't have that like peak. I enjoy eating it and then kind of like a shut off valve of like I've hit enough, which for me is kind of a little bit of a turn off. So the 9 out of 10 is a little bit on the satisfaction end, but they're good and they're much better than for my taste buds than the regular M&Ms. So crunchy cookie M&Ms, 9 out of 10 for the Sweet Eats, $1.79 pre-tax. Happy Sweet Eats.